If I stand before work and I'm going to take that time to be still, in my time, it better be worth it. The sensuality of the human figure is a jumping off place. It focuses you. The boniness of their foreheads, the fleshiness of a thigh, it activates you. If you respond to it, it'll make you use the mark in a certain way. If I started with a landscape, I couldn't think as clearly. I don't know how to, I would be too stuck with the actual landscape and not be able to transform and make a painting, see? With the human figure, I can take off. Once it gets started, it's just as ideas, I don't want to call them ideas really, but visual possibilities just start to happen. I'm not ever interested in stories. They have a beginning, middle, and end. I'm interested in the images relating in such a way that literally, in their position to each other, they call up and create tension. The tension between them activates the viewer, me, see? And the implications are wide open, see, for interpretation. There is no story, there is no storyline to follow. There are a series of effects, and they should add up to opening up the viewer to a world that has a clear feeling. What tends to happen for me from the feeling is a particular figurative image. It seems gesturally to express fundamental feeling. If I use an image of a human figure in which it's seated and the arms hold the knees, everybody can feel that. That's just a turned-in feeling. It's a closed form. It starts to feel for us grave, solemn. You understand? That's a gesture that communicates itself. It's cut felt, glued on. A ground, the white is simply the ground. The way that the light refracts out of this material is different than it would in paint, and it's so bright, it's so clear, and it's even. It falls even. As the paintbrush would make uneven strokes, you get the light refracted, but you don't get that kind of refraction, see? Because these surfaces are absolutely flat. And the color saturation doesn't change because of the way the light falls on it. So there's an evenness within every color giving its full force. I'm really trying to create a painting in the sense that this cutting out is not about the cutting out so much as it is trying to make the same effects and density of effects that I would do with oil or regular oil enamel paint that moves. Matisse, in his cutouts, he's not dealing with that many effects. The angularity in what I'm doing and the forcefulness of the gesture is very different than the beautiful dance-like curvilinear gestures that he's using. His is graceful in a way, and the sense of force is not the same kind of force that I'm using. This is really a dynamic, almost brutal force in some ways in the dance, as if it's a thrusting out toward the space. the nature of how I'm thinking about dance, you could say is very, very much African in the way you shift your body in space in a non-linear way. Let the painting lead you. Let it do, standing before you, what it does. Most people want to interpret it before they let it do to them what it does. In that sense, I'm as naive as I was when I was a child. I always use that little Vermeer when we're talking, that wonderful little lace maker. It is just an amazing effect on me. It's strange indeed. We'll leave it at that. Otherwise it gets religious. We don't want to do that. So I've made works that I didn't know if I liked them, or I didn't like them, but I knew they were correct. So the thing is, what makes it right? Well, what was the intention? Now we talked about feeling before. When is the feeling defeated by the aesthetics? You've overdone it. You like something. Let's take pink. And you used it, and it worked to really be going where the feeling dictated it should be used, but you're in love with pink, so you start putting it other places, you're defeating it then. You're subtracting the very feeling. And you have to really get that one together, because of course you fall in love with your own work, see? Either I'm a devotee to the work, or I want the work to make people know me. That's not what I want. I want that to be able to do what it does, stand alone apart from me. Absolutely. Once the work is what I think is complete and can stand on its own terms, the terms within the making of it, you know, whether it be sculpture or music or anything, it stands. It doesn't need me to present itself. It's a whole, it's a one. It ain't me. I was pleased to get to that place so that I didn't pick up artistic vanity. Somebody says, oh, he's good. Really? What do they know about it? Really?